How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well, and I hope you're having a great day. My name is Bungle. If you're unfamiliar with me, I like to do whiteboard presentation videos. I like to cover various topics and games, and one of the games we're going to be talking about today is Enlisted, the World War II free-to-play first-person shooter. If you're unfamiliar with what Enlisted is, it's basically a good alternative to Battlefield 5. It's free-to-play, it's kind of arcadey, but it also keeps the realism with the historical aspects and everything of Battlefield, of World War II and everything like that, so that's pretty cool, right? So going into it, you click this video, you want to know what I'm talking about today. So we're going to be talking about the German Premium Engineer Squad, right? I'm going to give you an overview. I'm going to tell you kind of the build factors of the Engineer class, what it does, kind of talk about the weapon that's included, because if you keep in mind with premium vehicles in Enlisted, and it's kind of unique how they do this, it's not really copy and paste. They choose unique squads, unique historical vehicles and everything like that, and they make them a premium. So it kind of keeps that unique factor. It's not just a copy and paste, right? You're actually purchasing something that's going to be unique for that class and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. And lastly, we're going to talk about the benefits of having a premium class. So if you're unfamiliar with how this is going to work with buying these premium squads, you basically look in your kind of logistics. You move down below, you'll see a bunch of premium squads, and then from there, I'll give you a price point. And right now it's going to cost you roughly 40 bucks, right? So it's going to cost you 40 bucks to kind of go and get this engineer class. So what does the engineer class do? And if you're unfamiliar with the engineer class, I'll link a description down below for one of my videos that I've talked about how to play the engineer class, because it's kind of very critical to kind of master that. Is that basically the engineer class is a support class, right? It's not your class that you're going to go run out there on the front lines and dominate. It's not your assault or your machine gun class. It's going to be the class that's there to help your team out, help you out, help everyone out with basically sustaining your teammates as well as preventing capabilities of the enemy, right? And we're going to talk about one of the things that the engineer class is building, right? So you can build obstacles, you can build barbed wire, you can build sandbags, you can build ammo resupply points, a tactical insertion or a respawn point. So if you play Call of Duty, you understand what the tactical insertion works. If you die, there's a respawn point, you can have it close to the objective and your whole team can spawn on it. So that's pretty cool. Going on with it too, you can also build gun emplacements. So keep in mind, this is a level 2 engineer class. Level 1, the difference between a level 1 and level 2 is pretty simple. Level 1 can only build so many obstacles. Level 2 gets basically the whole arsenal, the whole kit. So you can build machine gun emplacements, you can build anti-aircraft weapons, you can build, I believe, 2 of them. So these can be used to take out infantry as well as take out aircraft. You can also build a anti-tank gun as well, and this anti-tank gun is really good at taking out, I believe it's a PAC-38. It's good at taking out Stuarts. It's also good at taking out Shermans, but you got to keep in mind with the Shermans, usually a good side shot on them, so you got to be kind of aware of the map, aware of where the tank's at and everything to set up that gun emplacement. So going on with it too, right? You get to build all these things. You build a machine gun. Machine guns are great. If you know understand a map and choke points and everything like that, you build a machine gun nest. It's pretty much unlimited ammo on the machine gun. You just sit there, it can overheat a little bit, so you got to keep in mind of that. You get unlimited ammo, so you can just sit there, mow down opponents, right? Of course, babying the gun or the weapon because of the overheat factor. But rack up kills that way. Pretty simple to do. Now another thing is I really like the Gewehr 41 compared to the Johnson M1941 for the United States Premium. And the reason why is that this gun it does not kick at all. There's like no recoil. It's very accurate, fires very rapidly, and reloads quick and everything. I love it. It's a great gun to fire, great weapon to fire. Highly like it a lot. And I was using it to like defend a bunker and everything, and I was just mowing down squads. It was so nice. Because if you try to fire the Johnson, it's just going to be kicking up and everything. It's insane. Now, going on with it, right, you may be wondering, okay, Bungo, why, what's all these benefits of this premium squad? Like, why should I even bother? Why don't I just use the tech tree version? Good question, right? You get to have an XP boost and a level 4 crew. If you're unfamiliar with using tech tree, what's called campaign level crews or squads and everything like that, is that you got to tweak them, right? You're going to get like at most a rank 3 as your squad leader, and everything else below is going to be rank 1, right? So you got to go manage your perks, you got to manage their equipment, the weapons, all that, right? So having a premium squad basically takes that out of the window, right? You're already going to get a level 4 crew with perks and everything tailored for that class. So it's going to excel at doing engineer stuff. It's not going to be gimped or anything like that. It's going to be great at building things, doing great stuff, right? So you're going to have a crew, you don't even have to worry about changing their weapons. They come in locked, ready to go. You can just take it out to the battle right now if you wanted to. you also get a big XP boost, right? So in addition to having a premium account, you get XP reflected on that class. So if that class is dominating a match, you get XP boost alongside your premium account, and then where you rank in the team. If you get allocates for getting first or the best engineer, etc., definitely helps you out with that. So you may be wondering, all right, Bungle, do I need to purchase this right now? Well, that's a question for yourself you need to ask is, where do I place on the team? You place it at the bottom half, are you struggling in this game, or are you new to this game, right? You need to understand how to play the classes, how to play the engineer class. And that's kind of really important that you understand how to play the engineer class, for example, because if I took this out and tried to play it like an assault class, it ain't going to work. It's not going to work at all. Because each class in this game plays differently, right? Doesn't play like Battlefield and everything like that. No yellowing and everything like that. You gotta have that map awareness. You gotta understand what the map's like, you understand where the team composition is. And definitely being on a German team, I think it's going to be a lot easier than the Battle of Normandy when you're playing on the US, just because the team composition is good and Germany gets really good arsenal of weapons, besides the US having the A20G and the Sherman Jumbo. But like I said, you need to understand how to play the game. You master the class, you master your engineer class, you're comfortable, right? Because the thing is, the last thing you want to get is buyer's remorse, right? We're looking at this price tag, 40 bucks, right? Could be argued this is close to getting into a AAA game, right? And AAA games nowadays, I know that's always an argument for people. AAA games nowadays, some of them are kind of like crap, right? Excuse my language, but some of them you can kind of pay 60 bucks for and you realize like there's a bunch of microtransactions in it, or it's not published well, right? So you got to keep that factor in mind. But at the same time, right, if you're playing this game constantly, like if you're playing it a lot, and this is like the main game you play, right, why not get an ROI on that time you're putting in that game, right? If you can afford it with premium and premium time, this is going to expedite your grind, especially if you're short on time and this is the only game you're playing. So keep that in mind as well. But going on with this, right, master the game, master the engineer class. Watch my engineer class video if you haven't, because it's really good at kind of telling you how to play the engineer class. And then from there, you know, if you really feel comfortable with it, then go purchase it. And trust me, once you master the basics, you got it all down, you're comfortable playing the class, it's going to play the same way. Except you're going to probably have the Goober 41, which is a really good weapon in my opinion. And you're going to see that ROI, right? That's the thing you want to see. You don't want to get buyer's remorse with buying this, being a Timmy, playing the first game, be like, I'm going to go take my mom's credit card and just buy all these premium squads. Because it's not going to work. It's not going to give you that ROI you want. And if you notice too, I'm not going to probably purchase the premium aircraft unless they're ground attackers. And the reason why I'm saying that too is if you play the tech tree versions, play the campaign level versions before you buy the premium one, because you can't understand how they play. And if you play attack aircraft versus a fighter aircraft, you understand there's a big difference versus the capabilities of the ground attack versus a fighter, right? A ground attack's going to have more weapons at their disposal to attack infantry, vehicles, etc. versus a fighter, which is destined just to go and engage enemy aircraft. And to be honest with you, playing Enlisted and seeing how the aircraft works in this game is most of the players just YOLO, they go down, they dive bomb, then they crash, and they spawn in infantry or whatever, right? So if you get a fighter, which goal is to stop that from happening, like, good luck. If you're someone's nose diving down, like, yeah. So I would just stay away from the fighter aircraft, because there's really no purpose in even buying a premium version of it. If they add attackers and stuff like that, then I can kind of see, you know, okay, maybe that would be something I would review or look into. But fighters, just stay away from them. If you play them, like I said, take one out and you'll understand the difference between an attacker and a fighter very, very easily. But other than that, if you stuck around to this point of the video, thanks for stopping by. If you're new to the channel and you like the content here, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Definitely having you all comment down below for future suggestions, kind of reactions, your opinions on Enlisted and everything like that. I do read them. I do take them into consideration. I really do appreciate you all stopping by. Other than that, leave comments for future suggestions and content. I'll take a look at it. And other than that, I hope you all have a great day. Take care.